The 1963 to 1964 NBA season was the 18th season of the National Basketball Association. The Syracuse Nationals moved from Syracuse, New York to Philadelphia and become the Philadelphia 76ers. The Chicago Zephyrs moved from Chicago to Baltimore and become the Baltimore Bullets. This was an important transition year for the league. Maurice Polidorf, the only commissioner the league ever had, retired before the season began and was replaced by James Walter Kennedy, who had earlier served as publicity director. Spot World, what's going on inside? Welcome to NBA Wrap. Those were some quick facts about this season. Let's jump right into the team records. The Boston Celtics led both the league and the East with a record of 59 wins and 21 losses, followed by the Cincinnati Royals, 55 and 25, Philadelphia 76ers, 34 and 46, and New York Knicks, 22 wins and 58 losses. In the West, the San Francisco Warriors led with a 48 win, 32 loss record, followed by the St. Louis Hawks, 46 and 43, Los Angeles Lakers, 42-38, Baltimore Bullets, 31 and 49, and Detroit Pistons, 23 wins and 57 losses. Let's hop right into this year's season leaders and all-star games. The scoring champion of the season was Wilt Chamberlain of the San Francisco Warriors, amassing 2,948 points, averaging 36.9 points per game. The rebound leader was Bill Russell of the Boston Celtics, getting 1,930 rebounds on the season, averaging 24.7 per game. The assist leader was Oscar Robertson of the Cincinnati Royals with 868 assists on the season, averaging 11 per game. The 14th National Basketball Association All-Star Game was played on January 14, 1964 at Boston Garden in Boston. There were 13,464 people in attendance. Oscar Robertson won the MVP award playing 42 minutes. The guard had 26 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists as the East held off the West fourth quarter rally to claim a 111-107 victory. This game was notable for the threat of strike by the players who refused to play just before the game unless the owners agreed to recognize the players' union. The owners agreed primarily because it was the first All-Star game to be televised, and if it were not played due to strike, it would have been embarrassing at a time when the NBA was still attempting to gain national exposure. The NBA did not have a national TV contract at the time, but ABC agreed to televise the All-Star game and consider a contract for continuing coverage. They made it clear that if the All-Star game was not played, ABC would drop its interest completely. This directly led to many rights and freedoms not previously extended to professional basketball players. The Eastern Conference stars were Bill Russell, Tom Henderson, and Sam Jones of the Boston Celtics, Jerry Lucas, Oscar Robertson, and Wayne Embry of the Cincinnati Royals, Len Chappell and Tom Gola of the New York Knicks, as well as Chet Walker and Hal Greer of the Philadelphia 76ers. They were coached by Red Auerbach of the Boston Celtics. The Western Conference stars were Jerry West and Elgin Baylor of the Los Angeles Lakers, Lenny Wilkens and Bob Pettit of the St. Louis Hawks, Walt Bellamy and Terry Dissinger of the Baltimore Bullets, Don Ohl and Bailey Howell of the Detroit Pistons, and Wilt Chamberlain and Guy Rodgers of the San Francisco Warriors. They were coached by Fred Schaus of the Los Angeles Lakers. Yo, let's get into our award winners of the season, and we need that Rookie of the Year award here in Spa World. So just drop a like real quick right now. Subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. The MVP of this season was Oscar Robertson of the Cincinnati Royals, averaging 31.4 points per game, 11 assists per game, and 9.9 rebounds per game. The Rookie of the Year was Jerry Lucas of the Cincinnati Royals, averaging 17.7 points per game, 2.6 assists per game, and 17.4 rebounds per game. The Coach of the Year went to Alex Hannum of the San Francisco Warriors. The All-NBA First Team featured Bob Pettit of the St. Louis Hawks, averaging 27.4 points per game, 3.2 assists per game, and 15.3 rebounds per game. Elgin Baylor of the Los Angeles Lakers, averaging 25.4 points per game, 4.4 assists per game, and 12 rebounds per game. Wilt Chamberlain of the San Francisco Warriors, averaging 36.9 points per game, 5 assists per game, and 22.3 rebounds per game. Jerry West of the Los Angeles Lakers, averaging 28.7 points per game, 5.6 assists per game, and 6 rebounds per game. And Oscar Robertson of the Cincinnati Royals, averaging 31.4 points per game, 11 assists per game, and 9.9 rebounds per game. The All-NBA second team consisted of Hal Greer of the Philadelphia 76ers, averaging 23.3 points per game, 4.7 assists per game, and 6.1 rebounds per game. John Havlicek of the Boston Celtics, averaging 19.9 points points per game, 3 assists per game, and 5.4 rebounds per game. Tom Henderson of the Boston Celtics averaging 16.5 points per game, 2.4 assists per game, and 6.1 rebounds per game. Jerry Lucas of the Cincinnati Royals averaging 17.7 points per game, 2.6 assists per game, and 17.4 rebounds per game. And Bill Russell of the Boston Celtics averaging 15 points per game, 4.7 assists per game, and 24.7 rebounds per game. The NBA All-Rookie First Team consisted of Art Heyman of the New York Knicks, Gus Johnson of the Baltimore Bullets, Jerry Lucas of the Cincinnati Royals, Rod Thorne of the Baltimore Bullets, and Nate Thurman of the San Francisco Warriors. We made it to the most important part of the season, the NBA playoffs. Let's see what went down. The Eastern Division semifinals saw the 2-seeded Cincinnati Royals winning over the Philadelphia 76ers 3-2. In the West, the 2nd-seeded St. Louis Hawks won 3-2 versus the Los Angeles Lakers. The Eastern Division finals featured the 1-seeded Boston Celtics easily winning over the Royals 4-1 to make it to the finals. The road to the finals in the West was a little more difficult. The St. Louis Hawks were able to push the 1-seeded San Francisco Warriors to 7 games. However, the Warriors made it through to the finals, winning Game 7, 105-95, thanks to a 39-point, 30-rebound performance by Wilt Chamberlain. This year's finals began on April 18th, 1964. It was the Boston Celtics' 8th straight trip to the finals and the first time the two most dominant centers, Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain, had faced off on this stage. The Celtics held down their home court, winning Game 1 108-96 and Game 2 124-121, powered by Sam Jones' 31-point output and Bill Russell's 24-rebound, 9-assist game. Back home in the Cow Palace, the Warriors took Game 3 115-91. Wilt Chamberlain dropped 35 points and grabbed 25 rebounds. The Celtics took Game 4 on the road and a 3-1 lead, overcoming a Warriors fourth quarter push and winning the game 98-95. Back in the Boston Garden, the Celtics played a complete game with 6 players scoring in double digits for the second finals closeout game in a row to win 105-99 and secure their 6th straight NBA championship. Spa World, that's wraps on today's episode of NBA Rap. If you made it this far, hit that like button if you can. If you're new and you learned something new, hit that subscribe button. There's so much more to learn if you haven't already in this video right here.